CNN always bringing in the headlines. Let's take a look at some of these. Just getting regular exercise in 2024 may be actually attainable with these 3 steps. You hear that, public? This year is actually going to be your year, and you know what these 3 steps likely are? Finding some exercise you enjoy, finding a little bit of time in your day to do that exercise you enjoy, and to stick with that exercise you enjoy in the time of day that you have allotted for yourself. Go ahead and do it. I believe in you, even though CNN thinks that it was never attainable for you, but only 2024. That's when it's actually attainable. 4 simple, also, this is not politically biased at all. I think Fox and CNN are both politically biased in their respective regards. I think I just thought of CNN for the first place to go. So 4 simple daily health resolutions that matter more than you think. Well, this lady is stretching at a desk at home, so I'm guessing that stretching at a desk at home is going to be tip top on that list. Maybe getting up out of the chair, that could be your second daily habit. I guess that there's something along the lines of getting more water, drinking more water. That's a super common one that they always throw into these. And probably checking in on your mental health. We'll go with that for that article. These common walking mistakes can ruin. Ooh, man. Yeah, if you just started walking, you're going to want to pause on that because CNN's got something here that's going to break the bank for you. Yeah, so common walking mistakes. Not walking enough? Yeah, no walking. No, realistically, I think that walking too much when you're first starting out is actually a legit thing because walking does seem easy. And it is a very easy form of physical activity for a lot of people to do. But the thing is, people sometimes do too much even of that. And there's people, especially if you're overweight, you can develop stress fractures in your feet. You can develop stress fractures in the rest of your body. And you can get to a point where you're like actually in a decent amount of pain just because you're walking too much. So walking too much and also walking with the improper footwear. So I walk in barefoot stuff a lot, or try to, barefoot shoes. But if you're somebody who is going from no walking at all to then you're like, oh, I'm going to start walking, and I'm going to start walking in barefoot shoes. Well, your connective tissue and ligaments in your ankles, in your knees and hips aren't used to that. So make sure your footwear is appropriate. You might need to start with something a little more cushiony when you first start out. But yeah. For most people, just get out and walk more and listen to your body. When you're tired, take a break and get back at it. Make couch time more productive. Do this workout while you watch TV. Ooh, she's kicking out her feet. Okay, yeah. So there are actually some decent workouts that you can do when you're seated. I actually teach a bunch of seated workouts. But the thing about this is like, guys, like, yeah, you can do these workouts when you're seated, but like TV and watching television for the most part is for enjoyment. It's for leisure time. It's to de-stress from the day. So don't add something that's supposed to be de-stressing and add in something likely to you, at least when you're first starting out, that seems like an additional burden on your life. You're taking the feel-good pleasure thing of TV and then blending this, activity into it just to try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, which in my opinion, you'd be better off almost just doing like a 5-minute workout. Just something small, do some bodyweight squats, do some jumping jacks, do some jogging in place, and then sit and relax. Like, I think you'd be much better off. You would enjoy actually watching TV more. And honestly, like, who in the world, like, when you're doing couch time, like, a much better option in my opinion too is if you go to a gym that has treadmills and you can walk on the treadmill or just watch your TV while you're walking on the treadmill. I do that. I have a treadmill in my room that's actually pointed at my TV, so if I'm wanting to watch some TV and I still want to get up and get active, I can just do that. That's a much better option than, like, I don't know, like the second I get on a couch, I'm not thinking about anything like that. All right, so what you should know, we're going to skip this one. What you should know to strengthen the weaker side of your body. Well, newsflash here. You don't need to know anything. The weaker side of your body is weaker, and the way you get anything stronger is by providing stimulus to it to make it stronger. The stimulus provides a meaning for your body to say, hey, if I don't get stronger, it might get injured. So to combat that, it gets stronger and adapts. Realistically, there's not much to it than the fact that the weaker side of your body you haven't used. Maybe it's because it's your non-dominant hand, or maybe there was some overuse injury or whatever, where you just have been, compensating and leaning towards one side of your body. That of course can lead to weakness in the other side of your body, and vice versa. It just goes on ever. But yeah, you don't need to know anything then. The side is weaker, and just do some small exercises, resistance training. Take it easy, go slow, just like you would do with the strong part of your body, guys. Desk-bound workers need additional exercise to counter health impacts of sitting. New study says. Really, there's a new study that says people who are in a sedentary job need additional exercise to combat the effects of being in a sedentary job. Hey, there's also a new study that says if you exercise, right? If you exercise regularly, you will need to do less sitting than somebody who is in a desk-bound job. New study says that too. Yeah, some of these headlines, I tell you. Seasonal blues, here's how to move more and feel better. This one is probably actually realistic and reasonable for this time of year. Seasonal blues, guys, a lot of it is honestly just the fact that we are quote unquote stuck inside, even though we're not really stuck inside. If you're like in the Midwest or a part of the country that is in the winter time, we're not really stuck inside, but people feel like that. So the best advice I could give you is to just get used to maybe being out in the cold a little bit more and try to find things to do that are out in the cold. You could do sports out in the cold, go for walks out in the cold. Also realize too, this is another big thing that people don't think about, is that there's a certain line in our, what's latitude, longitude, I can't remember, but there's a certain part of the northern hemisphere which above that does not get enough sunlight through the sun, of course, to stimulate vitamin D in your body. So you can actually get vitamin D from intaking it through your diet and also from the sunlight directly. Where I live, I don't actually get enough vitamin D during the winter time because I'm above that line. So this is something you could Google, just like vitamin D deficiency line. And that's going to be a really big thing that will help out a lot of people. Just getting any sunlight though in general will boost your mood. But yeah, the secret is to also not get down on yourself and realize that, yeah, the last few months I've been sleeping a lot more. I've been just not doing as much, and that's just kind of the seasons of life. If you literally live in a place that has sunshine all the time, like Florida or California, you're going to be more energetic because, one, the days are just naturally longer. There's more sunlight there, but there's sunlight year round versus, in the Midwest. I live in Iowa. There's a good portion of the year where we're just kind of inside. Like, it was literally negative 40 degrees the other day. Like, that's the last thing I want to do is go out. Strength training is key to your long-term health. Okay, this is a big one and something I'll preach forever. Strength training is so crucial, and I wish everyone could do it. Honestly, if there was one form of physical activity, it'd be to do some type of strength training in a circuit training style where you're doing one workout, short amount of rest, do another exercise after a short amount of rest. And this is because you'll get the cardio benefit, you'll get the endurance benefit from muscular endurance, and you'll get a little bit of hypertrophy benefit. So you'll get some muscle building. And when you strength train, what you are doing is you are building your body's ability to adapt. And basically, people look at strength training as you get big muscles, and that's great. But what's really good about getting big muscles is that you're basically creating creating your body into a more more efficient fuel burning machine. If you're somebody who just goes into the gym and does an hour cardio, after you do that cardio, you are burning no more extra calories than what you did at that workout. If you do some resistance training, you're basically training your body to build muscle, right? And when you build muscle, your body is burning calories all the time throughout the day to keep that muscle from literally dying off your body. So it may seem slow when you're like, oh, I'm not burning more calories. Yes, maybe not in the immediate future. That set of bicep curls, rows, squats, etc. is going to burn you more calories on that day. But it doesn't matter about that day, because you want to be thinking 10 years from now, when you're lean and feeling good, that yeah, I have built a highly adaptable machine that is just burning through calories all the time. And a lot of these things can help with metabolic health as well. So not just for vanity's sake, which there's nothing wrong with just wanting to look good, but this helps greatly with metabolic health. Level up your next walk by focusing on this one thing. Ooh, we're going to level up that walk. Here's how you level up your walk by focusing on this one thing. Get your shoes on, find somebody that you like to go on walks with, and enjoy a nice walk with them. I promise you, it is so much better. If you don't have somebody to actually go out on a walk with immediately, call somebody and go on a walk with them virtually through the phone. I do that occasionally, especially in the summertime when it's nicer out and I can go for walks. How to engage? Oh, we already did that. Exercise from the comfort of your couch, guys. Exercise, comfort of your couch, like just. I know it sounds catchy, but who in their right mind is going to stick to an exercise program from their couch for a long period of time? I know I would. Maybe you would, and if you are, more power to you. I appreciate that. Engaging your core is not the same as sucking in your belly. Here's the right way to do it. Well, actually, that is definitely not true. I'm doing it right now. So when you suck in your core, as in you bring your belly button to your spine, you're activating a part of your deep abdominal muscles called your transverse abdominis, which are very important in actually stabilizing your entire core during very heavy exercises. Like lifting up a heavy box on the ground, or just holding up something really heavy overhead. You need a good amount of core stability to be able to do that, and your transverse abdominis does exactly that. So sucking in your belly actually does engage your core. And then it's interesting, though. It says, here's the right way to do it. So here's the right way to suck in your belly or engaging your core. If I clicked into it, I'm sure it would give me some more context. But yeah, with that said, though, you need to do it for more than just like 2 seconds. Like say you're sucking in your belly or you're bringing your belly button to your spine. I'm doing it right now. And I can literally feel all those deep muscles work. If I just let it go, that's not really getting much core work. It's only for a couple seconds. So you need to do that for like 30 seconds or so. Look up stomach vacuums actually on YouTube or on Google. Stomach vacuums are something that bodybuilders do to actually work those specific muscles. And if you look at them when they practice it, it is insane how they can literally get their entire body tight to the point where it looks like they don't even have any internal organs. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. So thanks, CNN, for this. We love you all, and we love the internet.